race fans, are you ready? It is time. Moxie Media Promotions coming to you live on Spreaker Radio from the Amco Total Car Care Studio. It is West Coast Wide Open coming at you right now. You may be looking at history tonight. All right, welcome to West Coast Wide Open. We are coming to you live from the studio at Moxie Media Promotions headquarters. In the studio tonight, just four of us. We got two of us missing. We got Ed in the house. We've got Dave Stahl and Sandy. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. I'm hoping the sound is right. I want to make sure that we are where we're supposed to be. Right there. Okay, we should be good. So, okay. I think I got good sound in my ears. Turn my gain down just a bit. Okay, how do you guys sound?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I
right.
hope we sound good.
All right, good deal. So I know a lot of people messaging us, hey, we're waiting to sign in, get the show fired up. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Yes, we do. We've got a full agenda tonight. I want to talk, like we always do, I want to talk about our weeks so far, what's been going on with each of us. I know Ed's got a lot going on. Dave with the trucking school and Sandy and myself. It's just been, I don't know if I've caught up from getting home so early or late, however you want to look at it. It's kind of depending on how your perspective of what late and early is. We actually got home. When I say home, I mean back to the Moxie studio at 5:45.
I was the pilot.
Yep, Ed did drive. I will tell you this. So, okay, we got to the track. We got set up. We got set up, and went to work. And it was a long, long day. At the end of the night, I didn't drive at all on the way home. I did not drive at all on the way home. I was in so much pain. I stood the whole show. Didn't sit down one time. My hips, my knees. I was hurting. I got in the back seat, and we got our coffee. I drank the coffee. I went to sleep.
You did?
We woke up when Ed and Gary made the switch.
Yep.
And
around Roseburg.
Yeah, and that's when I actually asked Sandy. I said, "Hey, can I sit up there in the front to stretch my legs out?" I was fighting a cramp. A bad cramp in my left calf. I was. I don't want to sound like a baby, but I was hurting for certain. That was a long day. Ed, I know that when I woke up, Ed looks over at me and says, "Good morning." Sun's coming up, beautiful gold sunrise coming up over the mountains in the Willamette Valley, and it was just like, wow, where are we? And I think I woke up about a half hour before we got home.
Yeah, hello, sunshine.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said, hello, sunshine. I thought he was talking to me at first, but it was the sun coming up over the mountain.
Yeah, right. Nobody believes that.
No. Ed, how's your week been?
It's been busy. Like I said, we got in at 5:45, and I went home, and it takes me about 25 minutes to get home from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got home and jumped in, rustled the covers, and jumped back out. And I went to work. I've been building my storage shed. I put up a new 8x15 storage shed in the back, and I finally got that finished yesterday. But it's been a busy week. I mean, if anybody wants to volunteer to come to my house and shovel rock, I still have about 10 yards sitting in a big pile.
Oh, my.
But, Lori will tell people every day that we meet them, and especially new guys when we meet them, that for her birthday one year, I bought her 22 ton of 2 foot minus riprap. And if anybody doesn't know what riprap is, it's huge limestone rocks, less than 2 foot in diameter, and 22 tons that a buddy of mine brought in on his dump truck and dumped in the driveway. And we moved all that 22 tons by hand in a wheelbarrow to go around our swimming pool to because it was built on a fill, and we used that to shore up the sides because it was cracking. We had one of the driest years in Alabama for years.
You know how to treat a lady, Ed.
That's right. Not every woman gets 22 ton of riprap for their birthday.
I
I
wouldn't.
took my wife gold painting for her anniversary.
I wouldn't mind getting that for a present. That's,
22 tons is a lot. And even when you think about, I got 10 yards of rock, and this is like my third load already. And you'd be surprised at how many wheelbarrows are in 10 to 12 yards of 3/4 minus. So I'm pretty happy.
Good deal.
But I'm gonna go ahead and plug a guy.
Sure.
From Lebanon. It's Harrington Rock Products out of Lebanon, Oregon. Really nice guy. He does really good, delivered really friendly, and he has a good price. So if you're looking for rock for your driveway, for your yard, for fill and stuff, call Harrington Rock Products. It's just I don't want to give a shout out for him because he's treated me very well.
Sure. Mr. Truck Driver over there.
his name is Dave.
Dave Stahl.
Yeah,
He's
we're looking
our
at paper here. Yeah, it's Dave Stahl. That's me.
Dave.
Yeah, my week's been kind of slow. I'm still recuperating also, and
I don't like your sound, Dave.
I don't like it
Keep
either.
talking.
And the schools, yeah, it's okay. We had just a few students this month, so we're getting a breather. I've been doing a lot of maintenance on the trucks. I've been, making this grease week and adjusting brakes and checking tires and getting new ones, and so it's been kind of a slow-paced week for me. I'm gearing up for next week or next month. July is going to be a busy time for me, and tomorrow I'm going to be taking some disabled veterans. We take them fishing. Every week we take a different group from the Lebanon Veterans Home, and they bring them out, and they have a really good time. We feed them lunch, and we help them bait their hook. Some of the guys, they just like being out there. They're in wheelchairs, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool.
So we do that. So
Good deal.
that's what my week is.
And it sounds like you've got a full class for next month, like you were saying. You got a lot of,
yeah, next month is going to be
hectic for you.
hectic. So I told the trainers, enjoy our time off.
Oh, and
It's going to change.
I don't think Dave mentioned it, but American Legion in Chapter 51 in Lebanon is the one that's sponsoring the disabled veterans fishing trip.
No, they don't. That's where we meet.
That's where you meet, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we meet, for the guys to go up and help.
But most of your guys that's helping those from the Legion, right?
No.
No.
Well, I'm president of the 585 Vietnam Vets, and this is our baby that we've been doing for years. We go up there, we stock it every year with trout, and we're pulling out 25-inch trout now.
Wow.
And they're weighing 6-7 pounds.
Makes my mouth water.
So
Yeah.
and we don't get any of them. The guys take them back to the veterans home in Lebanon, and the chef there cooks them up for them.
Wow.
And some of them, they turn them into jerky. So
That's pretty cool.
it's
That's
very
very
Wow.
cool.
That's
But
neat.
yeah, Post 51, they let us use their parking lot to meet up. It's a meeting post because it's kind of a secret place up there. We can't tell you where it's at. We have to take you blindfolded up there. Okay, Sandy, I'll turn it over to you now.
What have we been up to this week? Recovering, working. I'm gonna have to call on your rock place, Ed, because I'm looking at, I don't know,
A lot of rock around here.
a lot of fence posts
Mm-hmm.
to put in, and a lot of groundwork to do. We
Gravel
just
for your
had-
driveway.
Yeah, well, I did have gravel done not too terribly long ago, but we have an entire back pasture that needs to be refenced.
It's going to be a
So-
big job, so
It's going to be a huge job, but
we'll get it done.
just work, and it just never stops. It never stops. Just same stuff.
I
different
love
day.
being retired.
I don't want to talk to you right now. But I'm not complaining. I do work at home. I know that most people know what I do for a living, but I do get to work at home. So I work remotely for the largest employer in Central Oregon. So I can't complain. I walk 13 steps down to my office in the morning and turn on my computer and go to work. So I'm not complaining.
I would if I were you. You never stop. I'm always honored to stop. Just slow down. Take a minute to relax. She never does. She never does until she actually goes to bed at night, and then she crashes for about 6 hours, maybe for 6 hours, and she's up and at it again, wide open. We got a full card on the agenda tonight. I want to talk. We're going to start with Southern Oregon Speedway. Obviously, that's where we're at, and we're going to finish with the upcoming Speedweek.
Yep.
Big week at SOS last week. We had 7 divisions, and we approached the 100 car mark. I thought we were going to hit it. I thought we were going to hit the 100 car mark. We actually ended up with a final count of 92.
Wow.
92 cars.
And you know, when I seen the overflow pit area starting to fill up, I was having deja vu of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah,
yes.
2 weeks ago.
It was.
2 5:30, 6:30 mornings in a row. Well, we had a week off, so
thankfully
it wasn't too bad.
Didn't feel like it.
No.
It took me a week to recover from getting home so early. We had 92 cars. Had a great conversation with Mike McCann yesterday about the track itself. Attendance, phenomenal.
crazy attendance.
Packed grandstands.
Yep.
I mean, there is heat races are going on, and we still got a line at the gate coming in. It's been like this for the every week so far this year
Since we opened.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I know the drone is a popular deal down there. What we're doing, kind of the atmosphere. We're getting a lot of people talking to us about the atmosphere. Now you got to remember, what we're coming into is still, a fairly new deal with Mike McCann starting his 4th year. And the atmosphere, the feedback we're getting, I'll tell you, I feel good. I feel good about what we're doing down there and what the drivers are telling us and the fans alone. We actually had, I thought it was great to see Joey Cannon. Joey Cannon showed up at Southern Oregon Speedway.
From Washington.
He drove 272 miles to come watch the races. I said, man, Joey, if you're not in the car somewhere, I mean, that's pretty dedicated, on your weekend off. He decided not to race, and he says, well, I'm going to go down to Southern Oregon and check it out, see what the hype is. And he had a great time.
Yes,
he
said
did. He absolutely loved it, and it was a fun night. Man, there was all kinds of stuff going on, and we had a big wreck on the front stretch with Eric Dramus and the OTRO hardtops. He caught the front stretch wall and ripped the whole front axle out of that car and up and over, and Nina just happened to catch the entire sequence on film. Just click, 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 click.
And it's there if you want to go look at it. Absolutely incredible photos.
It is. I posted on Moxie Media Promotions Facebook page. You can check that out. We had 8 cameras.
Yes, we did.
8 cameras in action, and we're working on some stuff with the debut of the 360-degree camera that we had 2 of those mounted up on. I'm looking forward to seeing that footage. I know Ed's been playing around with it and getting ready to do a full edit on that. That's going to be pretty exciting. We were actually mounted up on Trent Elliott, and we were mounted up on Albert Gill.
Yeah, we just opened up another can of worms.
Well, we did. We did. But we've got it, and it's something new that we're featuring at Moxie, and it's going to be fun to see what we come up with. But I thought it was awesome that the cars we were on finished first and second in the feature. Albert Gill in his modified, he actually finished second, but he was in what a race. What a race that those guys were in, and the footage we got, I'm sure, is going to be phenomenal.
If no one's familiar with the 360 cameras, I know you've seen it on your Facebook of the videos to where if you're holding your phone and you watch it and you turn your phone to the right, you can see to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You point it up, you can see down. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're going to be in the car
with the driver
and actually be able to look to the right and see the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Look to the left, you'll see the driver. You look behind you, in front of you. So if I can get this can of worms sorted out, it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's going to be pretty neat. I know that there were the cars that the cameras were mounted on this week where there was a lot of action around them, to say the